And I took the iron boots off at just the right moment, where I don't have them on in the cutscene. Okay, that's nice. We get to fight Morpha. Or 3 or 4 or 5 or 7, 8 Morphas. Therefore, this is... Oh, okay, never mind. It's not Morph after all, it's Morpheel. Very different. It is an eel that just has a bunch of Morphas on it. So yeah, this must be 8 times harder than the Ocarina of Time boss. Which is another boss that is either really easy or really problematic depending on when you play it and how much luck you have. But this is the only hard phase. There's 2 phases, and this is the weird one. Okay, boop. And I'm gonna get swallowed. I can foresee getting swallowed at least once during this fight. Unless I'm quick on my feet. Not that you can be quick on your feet underwater like this. Nope, okay, wasn't quick enough. Yep, spit me out. I don't taste very good. I wonder what Link does taste like. I mean, he goes all over the place and never bathes, so I can't imagine him tasting like a rose bush. Except, what would a rose bush taste like? Probably not that great either. And bombs exploding. Bombs explode. Your head explode. Nope, I don't want you. Nope. Okay, well, I'm about to get caught again. Yep. This is what I mean whenever I say the boss fight can be really easy or just not. Because right now it is not. Because other times that I've played this boss fight, it's like the eyeball thing that I'm trying to get with my claw shot. Sometimes it just comes straight to you, practically. Okay, can I get you? Sweet. Slash you one more time. Seems like the kind of fight that you could have... Okay, is that the whole phase? That was it? I don't even think that that was a rule of 3 thing. I think I hit the eyeball thing twice. Which, if that's the case, that's... yeah. This is the more epic phase of the fight, which looks infinitely more menacing, but is also significantly easier, sadly. I think this game came out after Shadow of the Colossus. Goodness. It's like, it's hard to get hurt by this phase of the fight. You have to get right in front of the guy to get hurt. And hope that he maybe swallows you. Okay, swallow me. Nope. Nope. No. There. Yes. No. There we go. I'm just showing that off because it probably most people don't. And it's probably not something that, like, you see very often because this phase of the battle is so easy. Yes, I know, Midna, I know what I have to do. Just go up to the eyeball and stab it with your stabby stab. I cannot talk today. Yeah, this is very much Shadow of the Colossus-esque. If this battle wasn't underwater, it would look identical to a Shadow of the Colossus fight. And even still, it looks kind of similar to the underwater, or partially underwater, Shadow of the Colossus fight. Where Shadow of the Colossus has tattoos that you stab, this boss has an eyeball that you stab. In a very similar fashion. And there's triumphant music at the same time. Just like Shadow of the... Yeah. Not as thrilling as it looks, but still, like, it's cool. It's something I can say for most of the boss fights. They look cool and then aren't as cool as they look. Whereas in Shadow of the Colossus, they're mostly as cool as they look. So if I was to say there was a weak point in this game, the boss fights would be one of them. And he just kinda becomes a drunk driver. Slams into the wall, cracks it, and upon cracking the wall, all the water leaks out, which you could say doesn't make any sense. And all of a sudden the water becomes way less detailed. I do like the water effects in this game. They're quite pretty. This and Super Mario Sunshine were probably the first examples of really good-looking water effects that I ever saw in video games. Unless Donkey Kong Country 3 counts. But yeah, I've seen people talk about how it doesn't make any sense that water leaks out of the room when it's an underwater temple to begin with. But I like to think that there's a chamber outside of the room that's just empty. Like a big air bubble room, and then the water leaks into that. So, I've done everything I needed to. Sorry for dragging you all over the place with me. Yeah, you kinda did do that, didn't you? Oh well. I don't mind. It was fun. The adventure's over. There are not 6 other dungeons after this one. And heart. Ah, that feels good. This room is huge. Goodness gracious. And I've never really put any, like, attention into this room. But I like the ceiling decoration. It looks like a big sun. It's like the big shine sprite. Well, no, it's not a big shine sprite. It's a bunch of shine sprites that cover the ceiling in Casino Delfino in Sunshine. In Sunshine. In Sunshine. It just felt like I said Sunshine way too many times. Okay, yes, I would love to save. And you know what? I think I'm going to play a little bit longer. I've been playing for an hour. Yeah, let's go longer than we did before. Not the first time, but the other. My last recording was an hour. And doop-a-doop-doo. Oh! There you are. He just kind of appears, just out of nowhere. You are not get away with this. I mean, he's like, yeah, I will get away with this. Explodes. Why did the light spirit fade away? I thought that he was kind of immortal. Whatever. Okay, Zant is all-powerful, we know. We get it. Oh yeah, I forgot about that effect. I think that's pretty cool. Just pans around him, all of a sudden Link is Zant. I mean, not Link is Zant. That would be quite the plot twist. Link is a wolf. Did you honestly mean to take an ancient and withered power like this and turn it against me? Tosses them aside without even moving. So hardcore. You are a foolish traitor, Midna. Why do you defy your king? And she's just held in place like the Force. It really is the Force, isn't it? And Zant is Darth Vader. He has the mask and everything. Maybe it's even keeping him alive, who knows? How dare you? Are you implying that my powers are old magic? Now that is a joke! I don't get it. This power is granted to me by my god. It is the magic of the King of Twilight, and you will respect it. Uh-oh. Well then. Just dark magic left and right. Everything is in Twilight now. And we get a seashell inserted into our forehead. That's nothing new. My Midna, did you forget that beast is one of the light dwellers who oppressed our people? Oh, we got racism here. Lights against the darks. Pfft, never mind. No matter how much you may desire otherwise, you will never be more than a shadow in their world. You cannot consort with their kind. I guess that's true. But if we can make their world ours, Midna, light and darkness will meet at last. See, that kind of... I mean, I kind of understand this point of view. Like, sure, the light world is tainted by the darkness, but at the same time, like, there's no way for them to interact if they don't collide. So, it's hard to really... Like, this is something I appreciate about this game, is that it's not as black and white as it seems by having a light world and dark world. And goodness gracious, that's so creepy. Like, are those teeth, or is that saliva, or what is that? In his mouth. The way he whispers, like, everything about Zant is so intimidating right now. It's just crazy how cool of a villain he is. For the time being. That will change. And now this confused me at first, but... yeah, Zant is controlling the light spirit, I think, right now. Forcing its movements. And it's crazy that Zant can be that powerful. It does still confuse me that Midna, like, screams before anything is happening to her. Whenever I first saw that scene and I remembered it later, I thought that she screamed the moment all the light was hitting her, but that's not actually how it works. She screams and then all the light hits her. It's just... I don't know, I feel like it could have been timed out a little bit differently, but that's just me nitpicking about completely useless things. At least we've been brought to safety. Ow, my body. Hey, $1. Oh dear. Midna has inverted colors. That's never a good sign. Link, hero of the goddesses. Go to the princess locked away in the castle. Is she locked away? I thought she was just staying there by choice. But that princess holds the key that can unlock you from your shadow form. Well, good. I should do that, but more importantly, I should save Midna. And you know what? I'm just going to be quiet because... well, crap. This is like the best and worst moment of the game. Because the best part about it is that it gives you this beautiful music to listen to. Beautiful music that is debatably called either Midna's Desperation or Midna's Lament. If it's called Midna's Lament, I don't know what she's lamenting exactly, but it definitely fits her desperation in this moment, because she's kind of dying. It's a simple theme, but beautiful, and I'm going the wrong way. More time to listen to the music. But then the worst part about it is that it keeps getting interrupted by enemy music. And it's dumb. I really wish that in the HD version of the game, they made it to where the music doesn't change whenever you pass monsters during this one part of the game. Because that would make it all the better. It would make it... like, that by itself would almost be reason enough for me to get the HD version. It seems like a small thing, but it totally would change a lot of this experience for me. Just for this one important moment. I'm tempted to just stop talking for this, just to listen to the music. And avoid enemies if possible. Darn it. Get out of the way, thank you. No! Stop it, music! Stop changing! Thank you again. No! Look, this is the reason that I hate all of you enemies. I know that you attack me all the time, and I know that you're, like, working for the enemy and everything, but the worst thing about you is that you're pausing the music. Oh yeah, and I can't even use the, like, all-range attack here, because Midna's in pain. It is sad. I remember reading a comment online Might have been on YouTube, it might have been GameFAQs, I don't really remember where. But someone was talking about how much they loved this music, and they wanted to be able to listen to it without interruptions. So they finally found, like, a cave, a hole in the ground, to stay in. And there was no background noise or anything, it was just the peaceful music. And in this section, the peaceful music gets interrupted occasionally by screams, if I'm not mistaken. I think there are people who scream at the sight of you here. Or maybe that's not until later. Maybe everyone's gone right now. Which adds to the isolation of it. Such a good moment. This whole scene, this whole part. Talma's bar, it is indeed open. Let's open it even more. Nope. Beast! Get out! Wolves can't drink! Hey, Louise. What's up? A lot of cats don't like water, but you seem to be perfectly okay with it. Being in 2 inches of water in the pouring rain. And you sniffed me through all of that. I'm Louise. Do you remember meeting me in the shop before? Though I don't think we were properly introduced. No. And sadly, we'll never be able to be introduced again. Like, I don't really think it's a spoiler to say that we won't be able to talk to her again. Princess Zelda. Yeah, it actually kind of makes me sad, because Louise spends all of her time in the bar, and you can't enter the bar unless you're in your human form. And this is the only part of the game where you can talk to her as a wolf. Which is the only way you can talk to her, is as an animal, so... It just is sad, because whenever you talk to her in the bar as a human, she just meows at you, and it's like, I want to talk to you again. Darn it. So depressing. And I guess I will have another chance to talk to you right now, because I just fell down. Shouldn't you hurry to the castle, dear? Yeah, thanks for the hint. I figured it out, but... I guess I should hurry to the castle to save my dearly beloved Midna here. Again, this is kind of a weird, like, Metal Gear Solid moment, where you have to climb across these ropes, climb on. Let's just do it backwards, why not? We're cool like that. Okay. But the thing is, you can't knock over any of those pots, because then they'll hear you. Actually, I think I'm gonna knock one off, because I think that one is okay. Do it. Do it. There you go. What was that noise? Harkening back to Metal Gear again, I'm thinking of the Super Smash... No, not Super Smash Brothers, what is it? The Super Flash Brothers, I've mentioned them before. They made a series called Decline of Video Gaming, and there was a like, little clip in the first one where you see a soldier in Metal Gear Solid, and Snake, like, throws something. I don't remember exactly what happens, but then the soldier just goes, "What was that sound?" And then runs over to inspect it. I don't know if he says sound or noise, but either way I think it's funny. Oh, thanks for beating the ghost. Can I call you doggy? I'm Giovanni. I became consumed by greed long ago and sold my soul to a dark creature that did this to me. Yeah, that's why you don't sell your soul? That's kind of... That's like, no. Why would you ever agree to that? I can't move. I can't go see my girlfriend. My cat Gengle is frozen on my head. I don't think I could be more miserable. Well, you could be a little bit more miserable. You wouldn't have Gengle. Like, if Gangle wasn't frozen to your head and Gangle went somewhere else, I think that would be a little bit more miserable. But can you find the 20... Darn it. That's why you're consumed by your greed. You can't get your facts straight. There's actually 60 of those ghosts. Stop being a lying sleaze hag. And, oh yeah, I saw these pictures in Twilight Princess HD. You see that this one's, like, mirrored. And I think the reason that it's mirrored is just, like, it makes it look like a more official picture with less effort to make it symmetrical. I don't know. But you get to see these in more detail in Twilight Princess HD, and that's kind of nice, because of all the reasons to get HD, I think that some of those background details would be a good reason.